if it's an experienced hire, you test them first, and then you use that to refine what they need in terms of the individual, so you can actually ask specific questions. But at the rookie level, because you kiss the legs of frogs, do it at the end of a process when you think, well, they've ticked most boxes, what do I just need to narrow down or laser guide my questioning on? Is that fair?
I violently agree with you.
Brilliant.
Okay, because it's a case of make sure they've got the on-paper potential before you start worrying about whether they'll actually go out and engage and execute. So what the SBQ does is raise areas of concern, the bruises that you can poke. You can have a proper, specific discussion with them based on what's come up.
So you mentioned red flags in here. Back in the day at S3, we had a number of no-nos. So if it was someone in their 30s looking at a career change, it's too hard to go back to a basic salary earnings and build a new career. So we wouldn't do that. Anyone who was a job hopper, we wouldn't do that. Anybody that we didn't enjoy being around because it's a personality-based business. Are there any other red flags that you're spotting from the tests?
Yeah, well, funny enough, on those areas, I do see people creep through because they get through on personality. Obviously, that's really important for team fit and culture, but that doesn't mean that they can cope with a sales role. So it's sometimes dangerous to recruit only on personality without any measures. But we see all sorts. We see people really messing about during the job process. To us, it's bin them immediately. We see irrelevant achievements. I mean, my kids, it's mandated at school they do Duke of Edinburgh. So everybody comes out with a Duke of Edinburgh award. You know, sporting achievement doesn't mean if somebody's competitive at football, netball, whatever, that they're going to translate that into that passion for sales.
I love that. As using something like SBQ to benchmark your existing people, if performance goes off, are you seeing people retest people if something goes wrong? How are people using it as opposed to just an entry level? What else are they doing with it?
Yeah, it's the SBQ, the specific sales test. Yeah, and that's very good for existing team members to understand, especially if they're beginning to struggle in this new world, to see what's going on there and seeing where you need to help them, or actually whether perhaps they need to be redeployed to a more passive role because the world has changed for them.
I also think it's worth noting, you're very right, being educated, always chuck that in. But when the test comes back, there's manual human intervention by somebody who actually understands how to read this, that gives everybody that short précis to make sure that they ask the right questions or to decipher it, because it could be I read one, just thought, oh my God, I had no idea, until you deciphered it, it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's a good point, and that's key to what we do. What we never do is throw a report at someone. There's always context. We have someone's CV, their LinkedIn profile. We know the nature of the job they're going, whether it's a 180, a 360, and our job is to apply the context, bring the results to life. So yeah, we do a full personal. It takes us about half an hour to do, and AI. I wish it was, but we really need to apply some personal interpretation to it.